Look, one of my bugbears, and it happens this time each and every year when it starts to get warm, in particular in Sydney's western suburbs and areas west of the Great Dividing Range, we come to summer and our kids start sweating like animals inside a sweatbox. Only they're in school. So this year I thought, I'm really going to do some work on this and start calling out the government because they should be damn well putting air conditioners in schools. So I've spoken to the opposition and I've received a whole heap of paperwork in the last 24 hours. 457 schools in New South Wales are still waiting for air conditioning that they were promised back in 2018. 457 schools are still waiting for air conditioning that they were promised back in 2018. Let me check. It's November 2020. A further 447 who applied in round 2 have been waiting since April 2019, more than a year and a half, and still don't know whether they'll get air conditioning. 33 projects have been completed with mean temperatures below 30 degrees, while the majority of above 30 degree schools are still waiting. All right, so what? Are we moving ahead and fast-tracking schools that aren't as hot as others? 116 promised air conditioning projects won't even start until after the 2023 election, despite being promised before the last election. Projects delayed until after the next election include many Western Sydney schools, the Sweatbox areas, Emerton Park, Glenmore Park Public, Kingswood Public, Penrith Public, Colo High School, Warrington County Public, it's where I went to primary school at, Windsor High School, Marsden Park Public and Riverston Public. The government's outsourced doing the business cases for round 2, which cost taxpayers of New South Wales $300,000, yet it's taken bloody 15 months longer and there's still no outcomes. Oh, they're great economic managers. They're great managers, this LNP government. Think of all of the classrooms that could have received air conditioning in that ridiculous amount of money that New South Wales taxpayers forked out to buy that bloody toxic land for the Parramatta Light Rail. Apparently, according to the state opposition, and Prue Carr has been in touch with me, says the ministers refused to answer questions on the timeliness of round 2 projects. Boy, oh boy. Anyway, we'll put some detail up there on our Facebook page and we'll talk more about it and we'll probably get Prue on at some point during the week. But there we go. It's a bugbear of mine each and every summer. Our children's education should be a bloody priority, and during summer we should keep them as comfortable as we do public servants in Macquarie Street.